uh, attention now in what can be seen as the Central Bureau of Investigation's initial move in the Ajith Kumar custodial death case. The probe agency has registered a case against the accused police officials from the Sivaganga district. The FIR has been filed under Section 103 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, which deals with murder, placing the involved officers under the scanner. Ajith Kumar, the 27-year-old security guard who was posted in Sivaganga, was held by the police on the 27th of June in connection with a jewelry theft case. And shockingly, he died the following night, allegedly due to the brutal torture while in police custody. Remember, the details in the autopsy report itself raised questions on the version that have been stated by the police. Let's take you through the claims that have been made by the police officials. Now, according to the police officials, Ajit had tried to flee while the interrogation was underway, and he suffered an epileptic attack and was declared dead in the hospital. But the autopsy report mentions that there were more than 40 external and internal injuries. My colleague Dharani is joining us on the broadcast with the details. And Dharani, now the CBI has moved in with a case being registered in this regard. Take us through the details and the questions that need answering. First is, of course, the claims that were made by the Tamil Nadu police did not really align with what the autopsy report showed.
Well, definitely. When the autopsy report was out, it was completely contradicting with what the police department was stating earlier. Because as soon as this case came to light, the police department in Sivaganga, they told that Ajith Kumar died of a seizure. They told that, they took him for inquiry in connection with the gold theft case. And in the middle of the inquiry, he suffered a seizure, and that is how he died, is what the police department had been telling all that while. But the autopsy report clearly shows almost 50 external injuries on Ajith Kumar's body. Apart from that, there has been also internal blood leakages in several parts of his body, including his brain, stomach and liver. And these are injuries that do not come naturally or by any accidental incidents. These are brutal attacks made by the police department, by the police personnel in Tirubhuvanam on Ajith Kumar, is what one can understand. In fact, Madurai bench of the Madras High Court has also echoed similar opinions. The Madurai bench has told that even an ordinary murderer would not inflict these kind of injuries on anybody's body. The kind of injuries, the brutalities that are seen on Ajith Kumar's body, that are very gory in nature, and even a normal murderer wouldn't inflict those kind of injuries, is what the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court had told. And now the CBI has officially registered a case in connection with this particular custodial death, which means that the CBI will take over the investigation of this case in the coming days. It was Chief Minister M.K. Stalin who transferred the case to CBI following immense political and judicial pressure. It's been almost 10 days since this recommendation to transfer was made by the Chief Minister. And following that, yesterday, the CBI registered a case officially in this matter, which means they'll very soon be beginning their inquiry, and we have to wait and see what is going to be the outcome of the CBI's inquiry.
Okay, all right, Dharani, thank you for joining us with those details. The CBI will take over the investigations as there are many questions that remain. The police officials claim that they had not tortured the man, but the injuries that have been mentioned in the autopsy report clearly suggest otherwise. With that, let's shift our attention now. The Tamil Nadu government and the police continues to face backlash from the people and the political parties, with the TVK chief and actor Vijay upping the ante against the M.K. Stalin government. The TVK, led by actor turned politician Vijay, will hold a massive protest in Chennai demanding justice for Sivaganga custodial death case, and the victim calling for action. So now protests are expected as the TVK chief is going to hit the streets along with the supporters of the party demanding justice for Ajit. The protest is expected today, and the family members of around 20 custodial death victims from across the state are also going to join the protest. Dharani, what are the details of the protest?
Well, yesterday TVK Chief Vijay met the families of around 20 custodial death victims from Tamil Nadu since 2021. So these families, they lost their loved ones after the DMK came to power allegedly in police custody, and Vijay met these families yesterday at the Tamil Nadu Kalagam's headquarters. We're also given to understand through sources that Vijay gave a monetary compensation of 25,000 rupees each to these families, and he also expressed full support in their legal fight in connection with their losses. And today the Tamil Nadu Kalagam party is organizing a mega protest in Chennai demanding justice for the Sivaganga custodial death victim Ajith Kumar. So this protest will happen around 10 a.m. In Chennai. TVK Chief Vijay himself is expected to participate in this protest, and these families, families of almost 20 victims, they will also be part of this protest. This is a very important development because the TVK is trying to bring these grieving families together in one platform, and the TVK is also trying to put out their stories in one platform. So this is definitely a huge development considering the fact that Tamil Nadu is facing elections in another 8 months. The TVK is upping the ante against the ruling DMK government in connection with custodial deaths, and that's the reason why they are bringing almost 20 families of custodial death victims to one platform in which they are going to talk about their ordeal and what happened once these custodial deaths came to light. The ordeal and the repercussions are something that these families will share in today's TVK protest. And TVK Chief Vijay is also expected to make a speech in this protest in which he is expected to attack the ruling DMK Sarkar over deterioration of law and order.
Okay, all right. Dharini, thank you for joining us with those details. We'll come back to you for those updates. For now, quick break. We'll be right back.